Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Monday Group Call on the SpeakerFocus.com platform. I am Kevin T. Robertson, CEO of SpeakerFocus.com, here with the one and only Mr. Auston Troyer, bringing it to you like only we know how to answer any and all questions relating to growing your speaker business. Why do we get so excited with the team here at Speaker Focus? Because we enjoy what it is that we do. I mean, it's a Monday. If it's a problem in the world going on right now, I don't know what it is, and I don't want to hear about it, because let me tell you something about growth. When you keep your head down and all those lonely nights and all that shit that would look like it was falling apart, and every time you thought you weren't advancing, when really all the while you were, you reach a point in your life where you say, it's all worth it. It's all worth it. So with that being said, you know the drill. If you have any questions, let's dive right in. Use the raise hand feature and we will get to you immediately. If for some reason you need to send us some questions and turn in your homework assignments, support at speakerfocus.com. Now, with that being said, let's see who we have up first to ask some questions so we can help you out when it comes to growing your speaker business. Okay, let me see. I think we got I saw Anita's hand go up first. Anita, how are you?
I'm doing my best. How about you?
I'm doing great.
Good, good. I have some questions from the what is it? Is it part 2, part 3, the sales, the marketing and sales? And I have maybe like 2 or 3 questions.
Okay.
I noticed in your proposal, you presented different program topics than what your signature program, that what I saw in your signature program. Is this something that we will have to do, or that will need to be done?
Okay, Anita, which document are you referring to inside of the modules?
I should have had it up. Okay, so I think it was like your proposal. You had your proposal, right? And I noticed in the proposal, you was given programs, and I compared it to your signature program. And like, I think it was something that you were speaking on, but what I'm trying to understand is, if the company wants you to talk about a certain topic, do you change up your program from what you have on your website?
Well, you can when it comes to customization. You know, maybe that's what you saw, because I do that a lot. And, you know, a lot of speakers would tell me that I was crazy by customizing my topics, but that's how you over deliver and give more value to your client base when you have the ability to customize. So I would say that just because you saw a difference in my signature programs, and by the way, my signature programs change all the time. Those are my old signature programs. I've since upgraded it probably 5 or 6 times, but it's a very great example of what you can do. And a lot of our coaching students, they borrow some from the language in here and there. I want you to pay attention to the structure, pay attention to the template and the way it's formatted, and then do your own thing. So I often would do that. I may have something on my website that I promote that's typically going to be 4 signature programs. And then you always have to upgrade that marketing language. That's just a baseline for the conference coordinator to have something to go off of, so they know what you're bringing to the game under the category of leadership. Remember, what they want to hire first is leadership. They're bringing you in as a leadership speaker first. Then it's your backstory. Then it's your level of expertise. Then it's your niche. All that other stuff is secondary to leadership. Obviously, if I was to speak at a plastic surgeons convention, unless they wanted something about leadership that didn't have anything to do with the technical aspects of plastic surgery, you know, maybe the mindset or something like that, sure. Have I done a lot of stuff that was, you know, sometimes a stretch? Yeah, but you want to make sure that it's a good fit on both sides. So that's why you present your 4 signature programs first. Now, if you saw a proposal If you saw a proposal that has something different in there, then of course, this is where the customization comes in. And a lot of speakers are horrible at this because they don't know how to listen. You can take your 4 signature programs, and within all 4 of those, Anita, you can customize. Ask the conference coordinator which one of those signature programs that they're interested in. Then when they say, okay, I'm interested in designer-based leadership, for example. Okay, I'm going to come in here and teach you how to design a lifestyle built around peak performance. Then oh, you know what, Anita? That one sounds great. Our executive management would need that. But however, the theme to our conference is, and then they're going to tell you what the theme is. Okay. Now, it's your job in the proposal to integrate the theme, the purpose of the event into your signature program called Designer-Based Leadership. Am I making sense?
Yes, it makes so much sense, because I was wondering that, but I said, let me ask him first, because, you know, maybe this was just something that you made up, but since you put it that way, it really helps me understand that, you know, as you grow, your programs can change. And also too, when it comes to negotiating and you submitting a proposal, you may have a signature program there, but it's still going to fall somewhere under leadership. You're just going to make it fit the theme of your conference coordinator.
Absolutely, absolutely. In your industry, insurance, you could easily be asked to come speak as a women's empowerment speaker at the insurance conference to speak about leadership. Easily, you could easily be asked to come speak at a leadership conference, and then they may want to do a breakout or a track session about what kind of insurances that you have. And just because listen to this carefully. Your credentials is what's going to get you through doors that you couldn't even possibly imagine right now. But see, so many people are thinking, oh, I don't have a lot of experience speaking. Forget about your speaking experience for a second. You have a lot of work history, and you're very good. Like the majority of the clients on our platform, they are very top heavy when it comes to their skill. In other words, what puts food on the table, most people are extremely skilled at that. Especially if you don't have another option. So you are top heavy when it comes to your expertise of what you consult your clients about every single day of your life. You can easily gain the speaking experience. Hey, Anita, here's what the kind of experience I know that you already have. I know you're extremely good at managing the sales cycle. You have the exact verbiage to offer the insurance products. Would I be correct?
Correct.
You do that at a high level. And I remember our first call, you told me you started all the way at the bottom doing that. And speaking is no different. See, remember, there's a lot of people that know how to talk, but very few people know how to speak. See, speaking is within your skill set. You got to talk within your skill set. That makes you a specialist, a subject matter expert, a leading authority, and a trusted advisor.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
That's why you're good at what you do. That's why you know how to eat and pay them bills with insurance. But we're teaching you how to do something. Or you had to go back down to the bottom of the hill to learn this skill set. See, marketing is a skill set. But you already got the expertise and experience. You have a strong skill set. So don't talk yourself out of just because you don't have a lot of quote unquote on stage speaking experience. Don't act like you're not skilled at what you do, because you are. And this goes for the rest of you out there who got second thoughts. Oh, I'm not good enough. I don't have a lot of speaking experience. That's bullshit. You know how to do what you do right now to pay those bills and eat. And you have a lot of other great experiences that you have. That's what you're bringing to the table. That's what the conference coordinator really wants. Last but not least, Anita, never be afraid to customize. Never. I customize every single presentation that I've ever done. Now, let me say this. Maybe for the first 5 or 6 years, I really didn't know what customization was because I was strictly operating as a motivational speaker. I didn't understand messaging. I didn't understand branding. I didn't even know what my brand was. But all of a sudden, you're going to come to a point where you start listening. Remember, the only reason why we make money is because we provide service to other people. And when you really know how to listen to the meeting planner, conference coordinator, that's why we walk you through the entire sales cycle. We give you an exact script of every single thing you should be asking the conference coordinator. Think like the conference coordinator.
Okay, got
So
it.
when you get to the customization part, you're gonna say, hey, Ms. Johnson, tell me a little bit about your upcoming event. Well, Anita, our theme for this year, this is what they're gonna say to you. I've heard this thousands of times. The theme of our event is, first of all, the colors look like the colors are purple and gold. That's our theme for this year. So you know what? When they tell me the gold and purple colors, guess what I do? I jot down purple and gold. Guess what I'm going to show up with? When they tell me that they got a color theme, my
Right.
suit or tie or pocket square is going to have that color in there for their theme or event.
Got it.
That's how detailed I am when I show up. I'm letting them know I'm representing. I don't give a damn what their colors are. I got enough ties and pocket squares, or I go buy a new one. I've done it before. When I got the Pittsburgh Steelers, I showed up. The Pittsburgh Steelers have gold, yellow, and red on their helmet. I showed up with a pocket square, gold, yellow, and red, and made it look like a flower and tucked it inside of the outside of my jacket. Then when I took my jacket off and threw it to the side, which I always do, that's kind of my thing. Then in my vest, I had a white and black pocket square just with a black vest and a black tie with a white shirt and some black slacks. Pittsburgh Steelers colors all the way. I wanted to let them know I was part of the team. Now, what does that show you when you ask them what the theme of their event is? And she's going to tell you, yeah, our colors are purple and gold. And the theme this year is communicate with confidence. Oh, okay. Well, guess what I'm going to do? Oh, well, guess what? I got a perfect title that I want to bring to the table. Ms. Johnson, what do you think about confidence-based leadership? Oh my God, Kevin, we love it. You would have thought I just reinvented the wheel. Confidence-based leadership, that is what my signature program is going to be about. Now, that could be a keynote speech if I'm the keynoter. That could be my breakout session. Kevin T. Robertson is going to talk to us about developing confidence as a leader, maintaining confidence, and how not to get overconfident and be an asshole with too much ego or too much emotion. That's customization. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, you got it.
I love it. I love it. So
what else can I help you with?
My next question is, I know it says in there about what to do about well, it didn't say that, but my question is what to do about continuous education material when first starting out if you don't have it. Can we, if we have a YouTube channel that educates them, or some kind of social media that educates them, can we refer them to that? Or what's your thoughts on that? What we should do about educational material? Because I remember you mentioned that you have that available when the program is over. You have some kind of educational material for them. What can I use or anyone use for some kind of material to give out, or can we just refer them?
Okay, now, nonstop learning and continuous education materials, that's going to come in several ways you can deliver that. You can deliver that and you can license your program after you finish speaking. In other words, you can design a curriculum or some continuous education materials for the corporation to keep training their staff. And then they could pay you either a monthly fee or they could just buy it from you outright, which I wouldn't do. I would not relinquish the rights or control to your intellectual and creative properties, because you could keep getting paid off of that licensing over and over and over again.
Okay.
Or watch this, other continuous education materials will be a book or a workbook or a shrink wrap package, the DVD, home study course, the CD, the thumb drive. All the curriculum could be on a thumb drive. It could be like a home study course that comes with a workbook, and then it comes with also videos, or it comes to online access to a membership site. There's so many ways that you can make money, especially now online. It's just insane. By the way, quick pause for the calls. I see Lisa, I see your question in the chat box. I'm going to get to it. Alex, I see you. Shell and Michael already replied to yours. And Yeah, anybody else that has a question? I see you in there. I'm going to get to you as soon as I wrap up with Anita. Munya, I see your hand up. I appreciate your patience. Now,
So if we have like social media that offers continuing education material, can we like after we speak, can we just give them like information to send them there, or should we have something there for them?
yeah, you should. You should have like a handout, a worksheet, every bit of your handout, which if you're doing a half-day program, maybe your workbook is 15 to 30 pages, a full-day program could be 30 to 60 pages. I would have a header and a footer, and your footer should always have your website on there. The last page of your workbook should be laid out with your picture, an email address, contact information. See, they're taking that home with them, and they're going to have notes because you're going to have an area in there for them to take notes. So they're going to walk out of there with it, especially if you're doing a conference. People, I cannot stress this enough. When you're doing on-site presentations, yeah, you can blow up, but it doesn't blow up as fast because you got everybody in there that works for the organization. Now, they may belong to another association. They may come up to you and say, hey, we got the Kappas are doing we got our yearly convention coming up. I sit on the board of directors. I want to hire you to come. Okay, no problem. But typically, the event coordinator, if you're doing on-site, then they're going to keep it in-house. And they're going to be like, yeah, we want Kevin to come back and do another training for us and another training. Now, they may put you in they may send you to Sandusky, Ohio to do a training. And listen, I was flying back from Chicago one time, and I met the lady from Amtrak. I ended up getting an eight tour days book. I did a trainer course for Amtrak just because I was flying back on some same plane as the lady from HR. You got to be ready and prepared. Walk it and talk it is what I call your speaker business. Walk it and talk it. So there's all kinds of ways for nonstop learning and continuous education. You can write a book. That's continuous education. Remember, Anita, they have 3 budgets. They have a budget for continuous education products. They have a budget for your speaking fee. And then they have a budget for your expenses. You could pre-sell your book prior to the conference. How many times have I sold my book and put it inside of the gift bag at the conference? Well, how many people are at the conference? Okay, well, I got 500 people going to be at the conference. Okay, no problem. Could we work it out where everybody that attends the conference gets a copy of my book? So if the book is $20, you just cut it in half. You just got yourself another check for $5,000 just because you sold 500 books. There's all kinds of ways to make money in this business if you're thinking about it and you do it the right way. So remember, you can license nonstop educational products. Make sure they can get in contact with you every single step of the way. If it's a handout, put a header and a footer and make sure they got your contact information on everything. Last page of the workbook, you can make sure it's in there as well. If you're speaking at a conference, this is how you blow up real fast. Last but not least, when you're speaking at a conference, now you got people from all over the world attending your breakout session, your workshop. Now you got 150, 200 people in there. If you're doing the opening keynote at the breakfast, you got 1,000 people in your audience. If you're doing the awards banquet ceremony, you got everybody out there. By the way, if I'm speaking, it's one of my handouts or worksheets or something about me is in the seat of everybody that's at every single table. So now somebody's taking me back home. I'm getting business cards. People are walking up to me. And that's when you got 25 leads coming after one engagement, especially if you killed it. You know what? Because they want some of that feel good at their organization as well. Utilize every opportunity to publicize your professional speaking business, Anita. Walk it and talk it. You got it?
Yes. And my last question,
Yes.
what do you mean by making the target buyers look like a rock star to their audience? I don't understand.
No problem. Okay, it's okay. Now, when I say make the target buyer, let me be clear. The target buyer is the meeting planner, chair, board, or committee member, key decision maker. They are the person that writes the check. You got one responsibility in this industry and one responsibility alone, and that is to make the conference coordinator look good in front of their constituency, the members and the people that attend their conference, the people that support what it is that they do. That's your job to make them look good. Do you know what kind of decision what kind of serious decision it is with picking a speaker?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
When it goes bad, and I've seen it go bad a whole lot of times for myself and a whole lot of other people, the people in the audience resent the speaker. They literally, I've seen people throw stuff at the speaker like it's a comedy show because they were horrible. You know why? Because they didn't understand the audience. You know why? Because they didn't send over, what do you think the pre-programmed questionnaire is for? You people better be listening to me. These documents on this platform are in there for a reason. You send over that pre-programmed questionnaire, now you know every single thing about that audience prior to you going in to provide service to them. So why wouldn't I want to show up with the color theme of their event? Why wouldn't I want to integrate and incorporate the theme of their event into my topic that I'm delivering? Why wouldn't I want to go to the website? I do it all. I look at the annual report. I know how many employees they have. I know what's the ratio of male to female. I know what their level of education is. I know how they want me to dress. Oh, Kevin, you're way too professional. We would just prefer if you just wore a polo shirt. Okay, no problem. Then I put a KTR polo shirt on or whatever the case is. But when I want to look clean, fine, I throw the custom French cuff shirts on with the KTR logo on it. No problem. Wow. Whatever it takes. Your job is to make them look good in front of the people because they are taking a risk to bring you in. And that's the reason why you want your messaging and the sales tools to do all the talking. Anita, last but not least, they call that pre-selling. You want to pre-sell your services. How do you do that? Through the messaging and the website. Why do you think I'm so passionate about everybody when you start this program that your messaging needs to be right and your sales tools need to be right? Because if it's not, you're working too hard. I don't want you working that hard. I want you working smart, and I want you to be of service to the conference coordinator. Listen, Anita, your family and friends can't help you. The only one can help you is right now, speaker focus, and get you ready to deal with these conference coordinators. Now, when you do your job, conference coordinators coming, oh my, Anita, thank you so much. They're thanking you. Thank you for listening to us. Thank you for providing great service. Everybody in here loved the message. People are going to be crying. They're going to be happy. Every man wants to shake your hand and every woman wants to give you a hug. That's the game that I'm playing. Providing services, making people happy, taking them to another level mentally, spiritually, giving them the opportunity where they feel like they can accomplish what you ask them to do. And that's why your messaging better be on point, because if it's not, they're going to be throwing eggs at you. Not literally, but mentally, they're going to be like, oh, they're horrible. I know what it looks like. I also know what it looks like when the people are sitting on the edge of their seat and they cannot wait for you to say something else that's beneficial for them, because all you've done is customize your program and add value. Let's turn it into a song, Anita. Value. That's what you should be doing as a professional speaker. You got it?
I love it. I love it. Thank you once again. I don't even drink, but you are the bomb with the side of rum.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Right back at you. Thank you for listening. And thank you for asking these questions and wanting to know, because this is what makes you good in this business. I don't care if you halfway understand it, if you know it a little bit. Show up on the group call and see what happens every single Monday. You got it?
Mm-hmm. Got it. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay, Munya, I'm going to be right with you. Let me just go. Munya, you know how we do it on our platform. Ladies are always first, sir, so I appreciate your patience. Let me just go. I have, hey, Lisa Allman Baldwin. Hey, Kev, still in Albuquerque. Talk about what should be included. Oh, please talk about what should be included in the 30-minute training video. Okay, my target market is faith-based, and the sub niche is towards associations. Okay, since I don't do training or coaching, rather workshops related to the themes of my signature programs, I'm not sure what I will be training them on and how to do that and not give away the store for free. Okay, great question. This is something that comes up. Okay, everybody you need to really pay attention to this. Lisa's asking for her 30-minute training video. That would be like an example, probably Austin told you about, Lisa, which is creating a VSL, which is a video sales letter, which is, we call that a lead magnet. Lead, like L-E-A-D, lead magnet. Now, in order for someone to give you their email address to opt in to schedule a call with you, you're going to give them something of value. Let me start from the back of your question first, Lisa. And it's a great question, and I love the way, but let me break it down in several parts. Let's start with let's start with the bottom and then work our way back up. I'm not sure what I will be training them on. And this is the most important part, because I like the way you phrase this, and I'm going to clarify this for you. And this is a mindset. This is a trap, Lisa, that I don't want you to fall into. And you said, and how to do that and not give away the store for free. You're supposed to be giving away as much of the store for free as you can. How about that? Listen to me very carefully, everyone. The reason why we're number one in our space is because we give away more free information than everybody else in our space. And every time we do that, we make more money. Let me say that again. All of you subject matter experts and leading authorities and trusted advisors and specialists on our platform, every opportunity you get through your social media, every time you drop a video for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, you should be taking people to school and giving them tips, tools, strategies, techniques as much as you can every single day. Now, why would you do that? See, Lisa, some people think that if I give away information for free, I'm not going to be able to make any money. No, that's old school thinking. You should be giving away free information because what it does is it builds relationships. Number one, with the conference coordinator, with the meeting or event planner, with the chair, board, or committee member. Number two, what it does is it creates TOMA, top of mind awareness. TOMA, T-O-M-A, top of mind awareness. So when they're ready to make a purchasing decision, because Lisa, they've looked at your half-an-hour video for free, the reward for you giving the email address was you being able to click on videos and look at all that content that we have on our YouTube channel, on the website, social proof. The only way you're going to prove to the conference coordinator that you are, in fact, the shit at what you do is you got to give away some free information. Now, everybody else, they do it the opposite, and that's why they're broke. Because they're trying to hold on to everything instead of building relationships. Now, this is what people are going to be thinking. And I hear our students say this all the time. My God, if he gave me that much information on the strategy call, when he sent me the follow-up email, and then it was another video in there with nothing but still free information. I went to his YouTube channel. I couldn't stop looking at stuff, value, and more value. If this guy gives me this much information for free, what do you think is going to happen when you actually start working with me? Like what's happening with all of you right now. See, if you're not detailed and you're not willing to give away the information for free, then I guarantee you somebody else in your space will. Oh, did you hear that? What you won't do and what service you don't offer, somebody else will. Now, the key is the better you get at it, you just create more separation from you and everybody else. And this is why I say all the time, these other speaker coaches can forget about trying to come up to where me and Austin are with the level of certain. Now, if you're willing to bust your ass and provide that kind of service, then fine. But you're not getting my space because I'm not going to let you outwork me. I'm not going to let you over deliver more than me. That should be your mindset. Give away the information for free. Now, you said, since I don't do coaching or training, rather workshops related to themes of my signature programs. Okay, so this is what you're going to do then. So you may not have a coaching program. You may not do that. But here's what you're going to do. Whatever's the value in your signature programs, you're going to design your half-an-hour video, your VSL, your video sales letter, You're going to talk about the value to the conference coordinator or the person who would be interested in one of your signature programs. And you're going to speak directly to their pain. You're going to talk to them about, give them simple, simplistic application strategies and teach them how to. Remember, Lisa, there's a whole lot of people telling you what to do, but very few people are telling you how to do it. There's a whole lot of people that know how to talk. Very few people know how to speak. Now, obviously, your niche is the faith-based market, sub-niches towards associations. So you need to be creating faith-based programs that speak directly to the meeting planners in the association market. Let's start with stress. I'm just giving you an idea. Conference court. Oh, Lisa has her hand up. My bad. Lisa, talk to me. I didn't even know you were available. I
No,
just saw
that's
a question in there.
yeah, no, that's okay. I put the question in because I figured I'd just let you read it, but now that you're kind of giving feedback, I just figured I put my hand up. So go ahead with what you were saying first.
It's all good. So since you're in the faith-based market and you should be connecting with the meeting planners in the association market, and you should be trying to figure out what their biggest pain is. And it's easy to do this. You just asked me last week, I believe through one of your support tickets, you say, hey, KTR, should I start doing, well, you always address the questions of me and Austin. I love that. You say, hey guys, should I start doing like outreach to conference coordinators in my space? Absolutely. Interview them. Interview them. Ask them what they want. Ask them what they look for in a speaker. Ask them what goals they're trying to achieve when they do a conference, when they do a meeting. Ask them. And then you're going to start hearing everybody suffering from the same thing. And then design, just fit the pain inside of one of your signature programs. Guarantee it's already in there because your signature programs were written with value and they were written beautifully. And that's exactly what they're looking for. Now, then you're going to create the video sales letter for a half an hour. Watch this. Conference coordinators are in the top 5 when it comes to stress. Firefighters, attorneys, doctors, and also law enforcement. Then it's meeting planners. So if you help them through your signature programs, reduce their level of stress, increase productivity, clarify the vision, galvanize the team, and all that other stuff that you know how to, oh, by the way, Lisa, if you don't throw something in there about how to get them to effectively communicate, you're not even playing to your strength because that's what you do very well.
Mm-hmm.
Am I making sense?
Right.
See,
Okay.
it's the lead magnet is the value in your signature program. That's the reason why I want to give you my email address. And the rest of the languaging on there is just saying, hey, book a 30-minute strategy call with me so we can talk about how you can do X, Y, and Z. Go do research and find out what their pain is, and then tell them how you can help them fix it. I bet you they'd be very interested in talking to you for a half an hour about that.
Okay, so I get the order down here then. So I'm doing my research on because I had asked you and Austin about the LinkedIn. So once I get my sales funnel up with active campaign and Calendly and all that stuff. So this is a question. So I'm reaching out through LinkedIn, right, to get the contact names and then adding them to I think it was active campaign, adding them in there. And then through my social media, YouTube videos, Facebook Live, whatever it is, building up that value and also building up the value through the email campaigns. But the video, I just want to make sure I have this in the right order. So the 30-minute training video, I will have created that before I start reaching out so that if people do email me and then they'll have something to go and see, and then they'll get the soft ask for booking a 30-minute strategy call. Do I have that in the right order?
Absolutely right. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You understand that? It's exactly what you're supposed to be doing.
Okay. 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 I think when I keep going through, because I'm halfway through module 5, I think that'll become clearer because things will start to click in a little bit more. But I was just really confused about that 30-minute training video, but now I understand that. Okay.
That's what you're supposed to do. Always provide the value and never be afraid to give away free information. That is exactly what you want to do. That is
Right.
exactly why you're able to build the bridges of, I call them bridges of uncertainty. These conference coordinators are uncertain. They don't know what they want. You have to help them decide on what they want. And nobody helps the conference coordinator. Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
They don't give a damn about the conference coordinator. They just want to go for the money grab. When you show the client that you're actually interested, really interested in what they're going through, they're going to be on you like white on rice. And you're going to be the go-to person in your industry that they can rely on. Watch this, Lisa. When they go to your social media, my God, every time I go to Lisa's social media, I can always count on her for some great advice. I can always find comfort in her videos. I always find some educational value out of looking at one of her posts, short form posts, long form posts. Oh my God, look at Lisa's lifestyle. She does this for real. Like I'm living vicariously through her. Okay, after all of that, we want her. See, this is the effect that it has. All you got to do is just keep building your relationships. When you actually get on a Zoom session with them, Lisa, let me ask you a question. Let's reverse this real quick. And then if you don't have any more questions, I'm going to go to Munya. If you feel like I answered all of your
Okay.
questions in detail. We're not rushing. I want
Sure.
you to understand the psychology of what happened to you when you were on the first session with me. What do you feel like happened the whole time I was talking? And then at the very end, I ask you, Lisa, what did you get out of the call? What did you say to me? Tell me about your experience.
When I talked to you the first time?
Yeah, the first time. And at the end of the call, I said, hey, Lisa, what's in your spirit right now? What do you feel like you learned from the call about how you can really do some damage in the speaking industry? What did you say to me?
Well, what I remember is that you had brought up all of these components of speaking, of speaking career
Mm-hmm.
that I had no clue existed. I mean, I've been doing speaking and, granted it's, beginning level, et cetera, and had some success with it, but I had no clue that all of this is what's behind it and
Mm-hmm.
how you, so I believe what I said to you at the end was, I said I wanted to think about it, but that you had given me a lot of food for thought.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to just make sure that, before we had our second call, that I was clear on what the commitment was going to be, not so much what you were going to demand as a commitment, but what I was feeling was going to be my commitment to grow this speaking career to the next level.
Yep. Yep. So now, with that being said, you said you clearly understood all the components that you were missing, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now that you're in the program, do you feel like every one of those components that I said you were missing, are we filling in the blanks as you're going through the journey through the curriculum?
Oh yeah, and then some. And then some. I mean, this program is intense, but I love it. I love just like Anita says every week. My hair is on fire
Okay.
after every time, we have the Monday call, and then I go to the next video, and I'm just amazed at how much work you and Austin put into it. But you break it down chapter and verse,
Mm-hmm.
every single thing, and then reinforce, 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 reinforce.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it's about now. So my goal, my my goal for you is to make sure that exactly how you felt with our customer experience and speaker focus, that you go back and you create that same customer experience for your clients.
Okay. So one quick last question to go with that.
Yeah.
When you were saying about, contact some conference coordinators, et cetera, to kind of ascertain what their pain points are.
Mm-hmm.
How do I go about that? Like, where do I go to, because am I sending them like a survey type thing by email? Am I trying to make a call with them?
Well, you can just do a test in the market, just like do some direct outreach to some meeting planners. Like maybe you could do it I would do it on 3 levels. Maybe some small event organizers in the faith-based market, maybe a small church organization. Maybe you do a medium-sized one, and then go for do like 5 of the mega churches, right? And you're gonna take a temperature, and you're gonna gauge real quick of what their pain point is.
But am I trying to do this with them on the phone, or I'm trying
Yeah,
to do it? Okay.
yeah. You
It's
can just
fine.
do it on the phone. You can do it on the phone, or you can do a direct outreach through email and just tell them that the best way to also do it is ask them would they do a Zoom session with you and interview them.
Okay.
Tell them you're a writer. You don't have to mention anything about your speaking. You can just say,
Okay.
I'm a travel writer, which you are, and I am writing a piece on meeting planners. And the experience that they try to create when people travel from afar to come to their event. See, now you're interviewing them as an expert, but then you're going to ask them, what do you look for when you book speakers? Like, I know one thing that adds value when you're booking add value to the conference is when you're booking speakers. So what kind of speakers do you like to book? What kind of messaging do you like to relay? And watch what they start telling you. And you're going to keep track of all this stuff. You can have like maybe 5 to 10 questions prepared, and all of them are going to be right in the same ballpark. Now you're going to start understanding, oh, damn, I now know what KTR is talking about. All these meeting planners have the same problem.
Mm-hmm.
This is how I can help fix that problem through my signature programs. And then it's going to be like, you think your hair's on fire right now. You're going to say, damn, I see it. I see it. And that's how you customize, build your signature programs. That's how you cater to the very need of the conference coordinator. And when you do it the right way, it's just staggering the type of results that you get. See, this is what you're learning on this platform. That the things that we're telling you to do, the people that put it into place, and you have every week somebody new shows up and says what this program is doing for them because they're putting in the work. See, you wouldn't have got this far if you wasn't putting in the work. Now it's just another layer. It's just another level to it
Mm-hmm.
until we get you to the end. That's all you got to do is just keep doing what you're doing, asking questions. It's all going to fall into place. And Lisa, I got to take my hat off to you because you run a full schedule just like most of the high performers on our platform. And the hardest thing for all of them to do coming in is just follow the system and do it our way versus doing it their way. And you've done an amazing job of being able to, okay, let me fall back. I know I got a strong personality. And Lisa, you have a really you're very intelligent. So you have a very strong mindset to do it your way, because your way does get results. But the fact that you fell back and you're super coachable, and then see, here's what starts happening. A lot of people, they think that their way is better until they try it our way. And then our way gets results and they're like, oh, okay.
Right.
Now I understand why they want me to do it like that. See, there's always a why. I just don't want you wilding out just doing anything. No, I want you to be very deliberate and intentional because I know what the result is. We want you to be profitable. I already know. Listen, if the world was a blow up right now, Lisa, you're going to heaven. I already know that about you. If it's a heaven, you're going. Okay. I'm not worried about that part. I want you to be profitable.
Right. Right.
Forget that speaking for free stuff and letting the people suck the life's blood out of you. Your name is not Mother Teresa. The last time I checked.
Right.
We want you profitable. You got any other questions?
So is there blowback, or could there be blowback? Whereas let's say I interviewed, I don't know, 20 meeting planners, right?
Yep.
And said, I'm trying to find out, what what your pain point is, what's your biggest challenge, all of that stuff.
Okay.
Is there any kind of blowback later when you're further down in your sales cycle and I'm reaching out to them again, through an email campaign or something, and a lot of the tips I'm giving are something that they mentioned, like say one of their pain points was I don't know, low morale. I'm just picking that, low self-esteem, low morale, right?
Okay.
And then, somewhere later down the line, a month later or whatever, they're getting a email campaign and I'm talking about exactly that thing. Is there like possibility of blowback, meaning could they take it as you called to pick their brain so that you could tailor things toward them, but then you're reaching back out to them with the same thing that they said? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does make sense. And I would not worry about the blowback when you're highlighting their level of expertise. You're doing it twofold. You're doing it as research, but you could also do it you can also use that as content. You could put that up on your YouTube channel if you want to. obviously, if you let them know, hey, would it be okay to, put this interview, and then send them the interview. Now they have content too. You don't think these conference coordinators, everybody wants to feel like they're being interviewed and they're being appreciated. That's really all you're doing. But by interview, you know how much stuff that I've learned from people just by interviewing them? I wasn't really trying to do business with them. I was just trying to interview them about success habits. But I learned so much about the background, their industry, and what it is that they do. Now, when you do it with conference coordinators, you just get a wealth of information. When you do about 20, 25 of these, you're going to see that everybody's suffering from the same thing. And then you're going to understand them like I understand them. Mm-hmm. And then you're going to quickly say, okay, these meeting planners in the association space, in the faith-based market, oh, I see the common theme with all of them.
Right.
And I see clearly what they want. This is how my service fits in there.
Right.
So maybe one or two of them could potentially be inside of your sales funnel. But watch this. If you see them schedule a call with you, hey, do you remember where I interviewed you? But yeah, I thought you was the same Lisa. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, hey, I am a speaker, but I didn't want to mention anything about that at the time because I wanted to offer you some value. But since we're here, tell me what your pain points are for the conference you got coming up.
Okay. And so is it better to try to reach out for these interviews by email or by phone saying, I want to schedule a phone interview or a Zoom interview, or what, given that everybody's really busy, Yeah,
everybody's busy. That's just an excuse. We all make time for the stuff we want to make time for. If you got enough value in your voicemail or you have enough value in your email that you send, people are going to respond. It's just that simple. So what I do is I say call first. If they don't recognize your number, you could leave a message, professional message, ask them to give you a call back. Maybe try 2 or 3 times. It's all a numbers game. Mm-hmm. Maybe you're going to try 25 and you're going to interview 7. You're going to interview 10. Maybe the next month you do the same exact thing. Now you're going to get up to your 25 and you're going to see what I'm talking about. All of them are going to, be talking about the same thing. Okay. They're going to have the same common factors of what they're struggling with as a meeting planner.
Right. Okay. You got it? Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. Whenever you take that VSL to another level, every script that you turn in thus far has been fire. So I don't expect nothing different when you get ready to do your VSL. Send it over to us. Let us check it out before you record it, and then we'll go from there.
Okay. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Austin.
Very welcome. Very welcome. To talk to you real soon. All right. I'm telling you, when you ask the questions, that's how you clarify in your mind. You listen, you don't want to be guessing. I don't make assumptions. I go get the facts. And in this business, you're going to make money when you're dealing with the facts. You see, this is what you got to be asking yourself. How many other speakers, which is not a lot of them, that's why 80% of the YouTubers are flopping around in broke, begging, or desperation mode, because they don't give a damn about the conference coordinator. All they want to do is talk. Very few speakers understand these strategies, and that's the reason why they're not high fee speakers. You take the time to design your business around breaking your ass for the conference coordinator, they're going to have a level of appreciation that you've never seen before in your life. I've had conference coordinators walk over to me in tears and hug me because I took time with them. And then on top of that, I followed up, submitted a report, kept my relationship going with them. That's what retargeting is all about. That's what Austin talks to you about, retargeting, reaching out. Munya, I get excited sometimes. I just love to help people.
Yeah.
How can I help you,
Thank
brother?
you. No, it's fine. Thank you, sir.
Munya, let's talk about your sample video that you just sent in, brother. I'm so proud of you. What's your question? Let's talk. Before you ask me a question, talk to me about your video that you sent in.
I sent you the video after going through it maybe 3 times, but you still have that nervous approach to say, okay, is this the final? But let it go like that, and then we start to work from there.
Monia,
Yes.
what you just handed in, I loved it, brother.
Yeah.
I loved it. So you took your time. Now I did notice that you were kind of rocking back and forth like this, right? See what I'm doing?
Yeah.
You were
Yes,
kind
I
of
saw
rocking.
that. Yeah.
Listen, you're supposed to watch this. Shoulders back, chin up. You're supposed to feet flat on the ground. Obviously, if you're a woman, you want your feet spread in a little bit, or you want to cross your legs like that, cross your feet like that. Monia, strong authoritative stance. Place both feet on the ground. Do not shift your weight. This is weight shifting. Upright. See? Weight shifting. You want your posture
Okay.
upright. Okay? Now, your tonality, I loved it. Your content, I loved it. I clearly hear that you got the titles to your signature programs in there. Now, Monia, what you got to do is you got to start moving towards building your entire speaker video demo. We have samples on the platform of speaker video demos. Send a support ticket. I'll point you in the right direction and show you exactly where they are. And
Okay.
then you have to produce an entire speaker video demo. Clearly, you got command over your content. You took your time and you didn't rush. Great job.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. You're growing, brother, right before our eyes. I love it. Did you have another question for me?
No, I'm okay. I just wanted that comment, which you have just nailed.
You should be thrilled that you are this stage because you struggle so much with your signature programs. Now, see what happens when you get on the other side of your signature programs. Now you can make a video to send in. And for the rest of you, this pontificating and pondering and sitting on your hands and all this other whatnot and not sending in the video so I could take a look at it. You just heard what Munya said. Yeah, I was a little hesitant to send it in. Munya said he tried a couple times, but then eventually I see a video pop up and he did a great job. Just stop moving, shifting back and forth, Munya. That's all you got to do. It takes away when you're shifting around like that, it breaks down your body language and it takes away from your credibility when you're speaking. You got it?
Yes.
Strong, authoritative stance is what you want to present. No weight shifting. If you look like you're, then the audience is going to pick up on that immediately. It takes discipline to sit there the entire time. See? And when you're sitting in your chair, when you're facilitating, sit on the edge of your seat. Arch your back, shoulders up. You got it?
Yes.
Okay,
Sir.
brother. I love you, man. Listen, you're doing a great job. Keep your head down and focus on the work. You're building up momentum right now. Don't lose it.
Thank you, sir.
You're very welcome. Talk to you real soon.
Okay.
All right, boss.
Bye.
I love it when people grow. Nothing makes me feel better. I don't give a damn what kind of feeling it is when you are walking in your purpose and you're living the dream every single day, like I'm fortunate enough to. You can't put anything in front of my face that feels better than that. Nothing. My man Munya dropping videos where he was struggling with his signature program. God damn, if that doesn't, that just makes my day. Okay, Ramon Enrico. I will be with you very shortly. I'm going to answer another question in the chat. Jonathan King, Toma is a mind bender. It feels counterintuitive to me, but reasoning behind why we should give this stuff away for free makes total sense, but it's still scary as hell. Okay, listen, Jonathan, I respect everyone's opinion. Let's go back to something I said to Anita. And I talked to her about, I believe I said it to Anita and I said it to Lisa, that this is how the human brain works, especially in specific your subconscious mind. Now you have located at the back of your brainstem something called a reticular activating system. If you don't know what it is, research it, study it. I recommend you get a book called How the Mind Works by Steven Pinker. Leading Authority in Cognitive Science at MIT. One of my favorite authors, one of my favorite books. Now, it's really, really thick. On your downtime, go take a look at it. It talks about the circuitry of how your mind is wired. Now, if I say to you, Toma, now, Jonathan, you old school like me. So you've heard of Toma before, but you're saying it feels counterintuitive. And I know some of this stuff, it feels a little uncomfortable when I say it to you for the first time. You go inside the curriculum, you're like, damn, he's asking me to do that. Yes, and it's for a reason. Now, this is how your subconscious mind works. Anything that's not familiar to your current database of knowledge, your brain, your subconscious mind is going to say, skirt, that doesn't belong in here. We don't want that in here, Jonathan. That's not part of our regular system. But when you start shaking some shit up, and now you say, Toma, you say, make the conference coordinator look like a rock star. You say, I can license my signature programs out. All that feels uncomfortable, but when it starts making you money, I bet you it doesn't feel uncomfortable anymore. So think about it like that. So Jonathan and everybody else on the platform, I'm making a respectful request. I'm asking you to do this and follow the system for a reason. Now, you could try to get swole up in the chest and try to act like you don't want to do it. That's fine. There's a whole lot of students that try to buck the system. They end up coming right back on the call and say, oh, okay, KTR, now I understand. Don't fight it. Why would you do that? You invested your money so I could show you what to do. I'm telling you that building a relationship creates top of mind awareness. Watch this. Listen, and let me put a cherry on top of it, and then I'll move to the next question, and then I'll get to Rico and Ramon. Denzel Washington had one of the coldest lines in the movie called American Gangster. And he was talking to Dominic Cacciano, I think was his name, played by Amon Asante. And he said to that character, he said, Dominic, I'm thinking about you as much as you've ever thought about me. Now listen to this carefully. When the conference coordinator is not thinking about your professional speaking deliverables and all of your signature programs, you're not making any money. So you would damn well want to create some top of mind awareness, because when they're thinking about you, that means you're getting paid. When you're building relationships and you're sending videos and you're giving away stuff for free, because I guarantee you this, most people in your space don't want to give it away for free. I mean, you act like there's a limit to your knowledge, and Jonathan, especially when you get to your level, bro. And you do what you do at a very, very high level. You could give away more free information for the rest of your life, and you still have more to offer when you showed up for the speaking engagement. Stop, bro. You can give away, you got free information going to town. Jonathan, if that was a sufficient enough answer, please give me back. Please hit me back in the chat box, or you can raise your hand and we can have a further discussion. Jonathan said you killed it. I love Jonathan. You got such a wealth of knowledge, man. Get that stuff away, man. That's the watch this. Lisa talked about not giving away the store. You know, when I come there's certain elements inside my signature programs that's going to come out when I'm getting paid for it to come out. But I'm only going to show you what I want you to see up front in the signature programs. I'm just giving them enough to get their attention and hold their attention. See, there's a lot of people, and this is how relationships are. You can get that man or that woman, but can you keep her? Same thing with the conference coordinator. I can get your attention like at a flash, but can I keep your attention? And can I keep you coming back to my platform? See, that's why you get followers. That's why you get people to follow you. And I ain't talking about followers on social media. I'm talking about followers where they count. Yeah, what Jonathan said. Jonathan said, it's just that I'm old school and seriously brainwashed. like men don't wash dishes. I feel you. See, remember, Jonathan, and this is one of the things you got to give yourself credit. I said this in my VSL some years ago. Rico and Ramon, I'll be right with you. Thank you for your patience. I said old school thinking is going to keep you broke in this new media era that we're in. People are literally getting pushed out of business because of machine learning and artificial intelligence. Ladies and gentlemen, they already have warehouses that's doing the work and replacing people. They got robots that go back to the charging station. Robots go to a repair station. they got that thing working 24 hours a day. Trucks are going to be obsolete eventually. They're going to have they already doing self-driving trucks, cars, all of it. You better pay attention to what's going on. Old school. If you're old school, you got to talk to yourself like Austin talks to me. Austin's like, man, fuck your feelings. Period. You better start understanding what's going on with technology and keep up. Because when you do, you're going to make money. If you don't, you literally are going to get pushed out of business. Now, I'm thankful for the business partner that I have, but Austin ain't around me 24 hours a day telling me what to read and how to read it and what. No, he gives me some stuff that I know I need to be focusing on. I go do research. It's my job to keep up with him, not the other way around. It's your job to keep up with technology because it changes every 3 months, every 6 months, every year, every 18 months. We're not even the same company we were 6 months ago. You know why? Because we're on a different platform of technology. So I'm just telling you, 50% of our platform is 40 years and over. So if you want to keep struggling with a mindset that I don't understand technology, you better wake up. You better wake up and understand. We're here to help you through it. It ain't like you got to learn it on your own. Your emotions don't count. This is about facts. I don't talk out of my ass. I go get the facts. Now, I believe Rico had his hand up first. Rico, what's going on, boss?
Boss man, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Rico, we just expanded into Istanbul, Turkey today. What you want me to say to you, Rico? With the Netherlands, Switzerland, Sweden, Amsterdam, Denmark. Bro, we just went into Istanbul, Turkey today, and we're growing. That's how I'm feeling.
Look, I'm feeling with you. I ain't shocked. You supposed to expand and
That's
keep
right.
expanding.
It's growth, man. Grow, learn. Training is growing, and that's all I want to do is just keep growing and learning. What's your question, Rico?
Hey, look, I appreciate I'm looking at what you gave me about the tools to complete. All right, so most of the speaker info kit information, the bullet points, man, I believe I got most of them. The only thing I was looking at was the three. It says one of them. It says the 3 bullet points to describe each of your 4 signature programs. Is that kind of like the 3 things that's in the paragraph form or what I already submitted into?
Yes.
Okay.
Rico, remember, I'm glad you're talking about. Let me be clear. You're talking about the speaker info kit checklist. Would that be correct?
Yes, that's correct. That's correct.
So you're clearly you're in module number 2 on your sales tools, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you see the method to the madness, Rico? You see the reason why we had you do the signature programs first?
Absolutely.
Creating the opening paragraphs and the bullets and then 5 more bullets and filling out the bio and getting that approved first. Because Rico, the first page are all 4 of the signature programs with the 3 bullets under it.
Right.
The second page in the speaker info kit template is the bio. The next 4 pages are a breakout of all 4 of your signature programs. Now, all that filler stuff that's on the template, that's just pictures in the footer and your contact information and some testimonials. And
Gotcha.
That's all it is.
I got you.
So you got the hardest part done. Why you think I had you do that first? Because Rico, you would just love to go in and have fun and start dropping in all the pictures or you looking smooth, right? With your beard all shaped up nice. You would just love to go in there and do that first, right? That's the easy part.
Right, that's easy. Yeah,
that's the easy part. Now you got the hard part done, man. The sales tools are actually, for me, it's the funnest part that I get a chance to experience with the students because it's like me doing my sales tools all over again when I first learned how to create high value marketing materials that work for the conference coordinator. So when I see people start turning their homework in and they get through the speaker info kit, man, I get excited. So Rico, so tell me this. So you got the checklist and all the signature programs. And Rico, I know you got plenty of pictures, bro. You like to dress like me, so we ain't even worried about that part with you, right? So,
I am thinking about updating. When you said about the 5 shots, I mean, I got them from from a previous shot, even the shot you see now in the still shot,
Yeah, right.
even here.
Mm-hmm.
But I know what I did do. I talked with someone about doing another headshot, I think with the 5 headshots, with or without the microphone. I did talk with them about that.
Okay.
But because, I mean, honestly, I mean, I could take the one you see now, but, you know, my beard did get a little thicker. so, so anyway, I think I'm pretty good. I think with the testimonials, client list, the headshot, I already got the logo, the media and coverage. I'm pretty much, I guess pretty much it seems simpler. The only thing after that is, like I said, the checklist for the website, and then the video. So if I understand it right, my last question is, so I submit a voice sample of a video of my programs and kind of turn that into you for review.
You can
Okay.
a voice, a audio is fine, but I would like to see a video.
Okay.
That way I know if you have command over your content. I'm not looking for it to be perfect. It can just be, you could just be chilling on the couch or at your desk. Just make a video of talking about your signature program, just so I know that it has value, because I'm going to be looking at it and listening to it with the ears of a conference coordinator. And then I'll give you some critique on it, just like with Munya. He sent over a sample video. Okay, now I know he knows what he's talking about. It's written beautifully, but now he can speak it beautifully.
Right.
This is why all of you should be, when you get your signature programs approved, when you send a support ticket and we say your signature programs are approved and your bio is approved, you should be saying your signature programs out loud every single day. And if you're not, I don't know what you're doing with your time, because the auditory works the same way. If you would watch this, Rico, you know every, what's your favorite song?
Oh man.
What's your favorite song? Something that you know you can sing and you can kill it because you know every single word.
You know I'm into music like you, man.
I know. You know every single word of that.
Yeah.
Once you get started, you can't sit down. Come join the fun. It's a merry-go-round. I know every word to that song. And don't even get me singing Lionel Richie's catalog. Now, I know every one of his songs and all the lyrics, but you don't know your signature programs? Like you know those songs? That's what the auditory part does, Rico. It's just like listening to your favorite song.
Yeah.
So if you say it out loud, don't read it to yourself in silence. Say it out loud. Because what's gonna start happening is now you're gonna be able to, you're gonna be unconscious when you talk to the conference coordinator, when you are sharing that information with them. See, you wanna not only do you want to look professional, you want to sound professional as well.
Hey, I got to tell you, boss man, even on a one-to-one call today, if somebody called me as a friend today, or I called them to check on them, they're at a point right now, they're doing things, they got contracts and stuff they could do, but they don't have the fulfillment from the inside out. And you know, he was pretty much spitting out his problems. And in a way, I was asking little probing questions, but not as what I normally do when I do like an actual full sit down. Yeah. So what I did, I got just enough information to where he told me, like, this is how much I really have to help with this problem.
Right, exactly.
I'm like, and pretty much I just explained the kind of like the highlights of the program, like that with their identity-based leadership. Whew. And I'm telling you, even though it's not necessarily like a speaking event, but I'm saying I even used some of that on him.
Okay.
And the value really was very valuable. So we're sitting down tomorrow to, I mean, even though it's not speaking, but it's coaching, but it's still a client, you know, to really help them solve a problem. So I'm just saying what I learned through this process really even helped me in that situation too. So appreciate it, boss man.
Well, hey, look, we're always here. Remember, Rico, we call it the golden triangle system.
Right.
Speaking, coaching, and consulting. Now, you sound like you were working in a consultant capacity with the gentleman you were talking about, but you had your speaker cap on at the same time, just listening.
Mm-hmm.
You're also coaching them through something as well, which could eventually lead to you getting a piece of that pizza.
Absolutely.
Keep building your relationship. That's what you're supposed to be doing.
Got it, boss man.
You got any other questions?
No, I'll go ahead and get this, finish up the speaker info kit checklist, and I'll have definitely work on the video, getting that done as well.
Send it over for some feedback. Keep
Okay.
your head down, Rico. Again, you're building up a lot of momentum right now. Keep it up, because we got to get you into module 5, where that's where you make all the money, and then you can start doing your outreach and start getting paid. All right.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Talk to you, man.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Ramon, talk to me, boss.
Well, how you doing, Case? How you doing, Case? KTR.
Man, we're in Istanbul, Turkey now. That's how I'm doing.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling great. How about you?
I can't complain.
Good.
I listened to the question that Lisa had about the 30-minute video, but
Yeah.
I didn't get. I got piece of it. But my question is that I'm working on it. Do I need to send you guys something over before I start it, like a demo, or just go ahead and do it?
It would be a really good idea. Listen, you're talking about, Austin goes over this in detail in module 5.
Right.
You're talking about outreach now. Now, if you have a video that you're going to use a video sales letter, and you're going to be dropping value in there, like I explained to Lisa,
Right.
the value that is beneficial for her target buyer, the meeting planner, key decision maker with the budget, then you better send it over here.
Okay.
Because the reason why you want that approved is because this language has got to be really micro specific. Ramon, have you learned anything about the way me and Austin are? We are very specific, exacting, and thorough with everything it is that we explain to you. And there's a reason why. Because your messaging, and this is something that I learned from Austin, your messaging, no sales funnel is perfect. Watch this. You have to, now you can send it over to us and we can say, oh, that's a hell of a start. That looks like a great campaign. Now you drop it and then start getting feedback. Then you share that feedback with us. You send the data points to Austin and he's going to tell you, tweak it, do this, do that, boom. Send it back out there, because it's a constant process improvement. You got to analyze the data.
All right.
See, you know how much time, remember, speakers, we are so self-absorbing and full of ourselves. Watch this. We think that we got the world under control until you drop something and then you hear crickets. See, you don't assume anything. Get it out there in the market, test it, get some feedback, and improve on it. This is what this whole process is about. Me and Austin are constantly upgrading, making changes all the time. Every time we do, we improve, and it ends up making us more money.
Okay. And
so put together
on the free training, should I stick with my signature program?
Yes, because they're excellent. And you're talking about leadership. You have a very strong leadership position when you were in the corporate marketplace and as an entrepreneur. And on top of that, you've written books. That's what you know, and that's what you do. Now, I want you to pick a specific niche and make sure you're speaking to that niche. Remember, leadership obviously is the cash cow. That's what's gonna get you a lot of bookings, but then make sure that you are really specific with the messaging to your target audience.
Okay. All right.
You got it?
All right. Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Okay. No problem.
All right.
Okay, everyone. Let me see. Let me take disable the talking. Okay. Seems like the chat box is slowed down, and it seems like I don't see any other hands go up. So I'm gonna do last call. Anybody have any other questions? Use the raise hand feature, or either put a question in the chat box. If not, we are going to round this thing out. Another very interesting group call. We want to thank everyone who shares, because sharing is caring. It helps everybody else out. I know a lot of times, even if you don't share, we still get support tickets and emails and feedback and text messages where people still gain value out of the calls. Remember, there are literally dozens and dozens of videos right there when you click on Q&A on our platform, where you can go back and you can listen to other things that people are going through. If you miss something, you can always go back and look at the video in a couple of days, and you can back it up and you can listen to this information. We're always here to provide the high value content. Remember the theme, something that was reoccurring in this group call that I'm not going to forget anytime soon. Remember about delivering the value. Number one, understanding your target buyer. You don't know them right now. You've got to get a chance to know them. It's going to make more sense when you start with your messaging. You build your signature programs, you have your bio. All of that is so you do less talking. You hear many people every week, they're getting their sales tools together, like Rico. He's getting the signature, no, he's getting the website together, and he's getting the speaker info kit, and then the speaker video demo. Once all that is together, now you got your business entity set up the right way, you're moving forward, posting on social media, value videos on social media. Now you're getting into module 5. You got all your you have all your outreach templates set up. Now you're ready to get into module 5 with your outreach. There's a process that we're taking you through for a reason, because when you get to the end, you're going to say, damn, these guys are like mad scientists. There's a reason why you start at the beginning with the messaging, and the reason why you get all of this together. It is strictly for the conference coordinator. The way I look at it, the conference coordinator is like the bride when you get married. I mean, it's like the bride when you get married. Nobody gives a damn about the groom. This is the bride's day. You know, just historically speaking, all this money gets spent so she can have a special day. Well, it's your job to go through a courtship properly with the conference coordinator. How you like that word? You got to court the conference coordinator properly. And the way to do that is to be a gentleman and to be a lady. Do your part, play your role. Do what you got to do to support the conference coordinator. Do what you got to do to understand the conference coordinator. You should be doing more research on your target buyer than anybody else. See, when you know them like I know them, then you can give them some act right. You can bend to the stick. You can be more open-minded. You can create that Toma. You can leave that old school shit in the past. Because now you understand, if I want to get this money, see, we all have to be submissive, and we all have to be submissive in some kind of way. And I'm always submissive to knowledge, because every time I say, you know what, I'm gonna give this opportunity some act right. I'm going to be disciplined. I'm going to be patient. I'm going to sit in it and grow. I'm going to learn. Every time I do that, I end up making more money. See, this is a discipline that you're learning on this platform. A lot of you come in with your own way of thinking, but there's a reason why I'm making this respectful request. Do it and blow up and get paid. With that being said, on behalf of the staff at speakerfocus.com, Auston Troyer, CTO, and Kevin T. Robertson, CEO. Take it to another level, ladies and gentlemen, and feel good about the work that you're doing. Take the steps and keep focusing on next level, because one day next level going to be right here in your face, and it's going to be time to get paid. Our job is to ensure that that happens. I see you right here. Same time, same place, everybody. Love you. Take care.